Who makes it to like the professional level, like you know, you gotta be good. But I'm just like watching them play. I'm like, this is
horrible football.
I'm no one to talk because I can't do what they do. But I'm just like,
I know what looks good.
I just know this is very bad. Like
this ain't
is like the bottom of the barrel at the pro level.
Yeah,
like, you're barely pro.
Yeah,
because this is bad.
you may not be pro next season.
Yeah. We go to the fucking XFL.
It's XFL football.
CFL.
The CFL is crazy. That is diabolical.
I just seen a clip about this new men's rec football league, and they're fucking like dads after work,
that's
just
crazy.
running each other over, getting fucked up out there. But I'm like, I love it.
I feel like when they revamped the XFL, like right before COVID hit, I felt like that was doing pretty good.
Yeah, a couple of the homies got drafted.
Yeah, it was doing pretty good. Then COVID hit, and they're just like, we're going.
Yeah, we're not finna do this.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
I think they just needed some structure. That's all it is. They needed some structure.
Well, the NFL is so popular, like they're gonna have to be badass over there or do something with the
We already rolling?
Yeah, we already rolling.
Oh, we're rolling.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? We in this. You feel me? Yeah, we got that. I gotta change it. I need to add some.
You gotta change it according to the guest.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
Like I'm here, it'd just be like porno noises.
That's fucking hot. That little bullshit.
No, it gotta be like white guy porno voices.
Yeah.
Some sick shit.
You want this cock? That or like
just
crazy or
I need a Shannon Sharp button.
God damn. I didn't know there was because like I watch his I watch his him and Ocho Cinco's. Like I don't faithfully tune in, but I catch like a lot of the clips online and stuff. Yeah. I didn't know there was like this underlying internet discourse where people are like, he's gay, he's low-key gay. I didn't even know. Is that like a thing in the black community where everyone's like...
It's pretty crazy, though. Like,
yeah, because I didn't know, because they're like...
The way he stands.
Yeah.
Like, he did have a hip replacement, knee replacement. It's like, come on, get my nigga.
No, but so I didn't know there was like, outside of like his like sports commentating and like his podcast and interviews, I didn't know there was like this... like underlying discussion when people are like, "Yo, he's gay." He just dropped that tape to throw us off.
That's crazy.
And I'm like,
that's what they're saying. That
I think that's like a media thing.
I had no idea. Like,
he's obviously not gay. He was in some coochie online.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And then my shit was hacked. Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I never go online. I never go live. I'm like, that's crazy.
That's fucking wild, bro. What are you talking about?
Bro, he was.
Bro, he's on. He's like, oh yeah, baby.
He was streaming live from downtown. That's crazy.
And then the lady they posted, she wasn't that bad looking. Is
it his wife or his partner?
It was I think her name was.
Oh, okay.
It was just one.
We don't know who Michelle is.
I don't know who she is. But
yeah, I don't know if that was.
Shout out that young lady, man. Yeah. Shout out that young lady.
You feel me?
Sounded like she was enjoying herself.
Yeah, she was having a good time. That's all that matters.
Pleasure Town.
That's all that matters.
You feel me?
Flavor Town and Pleasure Town, they're sister cities, like Moreno Valley and Riverside.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. And I go to
one freeway.
Yeah, you gotta go to both.
Yeah,
you feel me? It's a little bit of the same thing.
Am I coming in clear? I can't hear myself.
Yeah.
Am I coming in? Oh, there. Hello. Oh, there we go. I can't. Check. There we go. Now I'm coming in. A little bit. There we go.
I can turn you up.
Whoa,
do I gotta bring this up a bit, or?
Yep.
Trying to get the levels right. There we go. We're here. Thank you for having me.
Oh, of course.
Yes,
right
Sir.
Sunday, I wore the Virgin Mary.
I know, that's a fly sword. Yo, could one of you guys turn the fan down right here for me real quick?
Yes, sir.
I'm getting a lot
Just
of...
like put it on me, so like my hair is slightly
blowing.
times, like
the whole time it'd be swaggy.
Yeah, put the Beyonce fans on me.
How the fuck is he doing this? This is magic.
Turn the other one. This one? Yep. Oh, the other way.
Oh, damn, that shit.
That's like the AC one, so you put ice and water in it. Turn the other knob. Boom. Yep.
There we go.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go. It's all
That's
good.
cool. Yep.
Yo, wow, fuck
Yeah, Sirski.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
We in here. Loud as fuck. Welcome back, yo. This is a motherfucking legendary motherfucking. This might be the most legendary motherfucking sit down we've ever had. You know what I'm saying? And you know this has been well overdue. And y'all already know the motherfucker drill. I say it every episode. Go ahead and click that link and subscribe. Stay up to date with everything. No pressure. You feel me? We dropping podcasts on a daily basis. You feel me? Rap ciphers, rap videos, everything we putting on for the IE, and most importantly,
feet pics,
the murder.
We got exclusives.
You know, with the first
got freaky shit.
You know, on the Patreon, we got a speak porno going.
Fans only.
You know what I'm saying?
Finder,
feet finder,
midget
mega personals,
madness,
all that shit.
You
going crazy.
Whatever your fetish is. Click the link.
We got you.
We got it on motherfucking No Pressure Records. You feel me?
Midgets.
And you know, in my head, all day I was thinking about I'm about to give this nigga Speak this most grand motherfucking intro, and you know it's fucking Speak. We got Speak in the house, and you know I want to say this, man. I want to give you your flowers. We want to give you your flowers. What you've done, you've helped pave the way for not only us, but for every Moreno Valley artist that has ever came, you know, and has, you know, since I was in high school, I've been a fan, been putting the homies on. Everything you've done for the culture, we appreciate you, homie, and thank you for coming through, for real. You know what I'm saying?
I really appreciate that. It's been a fucking journey, and I think like when you're in it, you don't really you're in it, and you don't, you know, you're just doing what feels good and what feels natural, and
absolutely
and following like your vision and following the things you believe in, and you know, and just also running around just being fucking dumb as fuck and doing shit, and then you're like, oh shit, like 10 years has gone by. All these projects have gone by, all these shows have gone by, and then you look in the mirror and you got more grays in your beard, and you're like, oh fuck, like
it's a blessing.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit, I'm not like the wild fucking 20-year-old anymore.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And so yeah, it's like it's really weird to like, you know, you say give the flowers, but like to even stop and smell the roses, and to like, or even like kind of soak in like what you're in the middle of, because it's like it's crazy at all times.
I think that comes from you like experiencing it, just putting yourself in the moment more so. And I could tell like you're a real a true lover of what you do. A true lover of
love.
You know what I'm saying? It's love. Like I can tell you vibrate a lot of that, and it comes out in everything you do. So
I appreciate that.
I think that what you doing in the moment is kind of just enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
And that shows on the music you make.
Yeah, I do love it. There's nothing else in this world I'd rather be doing. I tell that to my girlfriend all the time. I'm like, I wake up and the first thing, like, I'm like, the first thing is like gratitude. I'm like, man, look at our house. Like,
yes.
Like, what do I have to do today? Okay, I gotta cook breakfast. I gotta feed the cat, water the plants, and then and record all day.
Is that what a day looks like for Speed?
Yeah. I have like routines. Like I have like pretty, like I get up, or I'm up early. Maybe it's like when you get older, like I'm turning into like my father. I'm up like at fucking 6:30.
Just up wide awake.
Cause you're doing the cat dad thing, so yo.
The cat's gotta eat. He's got a routine.
Cat's got a routine.
You know, you feed the cat, like, you know, like you brush your teeth, splash some water on your face, whatever. Like, okay, I'm gonna stretch. I'm gonna like say my affirmations. I'm gonna go run. I'm gonna like, cause I really like to run. It gives me time to think and like listen to, like that's where like I listen to like a lot of new everything. Yeah. Like, cause I always want to like, not so much like I want to be in the loop, but I always want to hear, like I always want music in my ears. I always want to be listening. And then like come home and, you know, cook breakfast and then I'm like, all right, now I could start my day. Now I could like start talking business. Now I could answer. I have like a personal thing where it's like, and it's also, I acknowledge like the privilege of it, because like I've built this like really cool life where I'm like, yeah, like I am not gonna answer no phone calls or emails or texts or like talk about money or talk about the next plot or this and that until like I start my day and I do this for me.
Yeah.
Like I can't, like, I'm down to like work and build and like help and, you know, service others and do this and that, but I was like, you gotta take care of yourself.
You gotta
Tend to
service
your garden.
yourself
Yeah,
first.
yeah. I was like, so I need, before I could do any type of business or even like recording or anything creative, I was like, I have to do this. I have to eat breakfast. I have to, you know, do my stretches. I have to run. I have to, you know,
And
prepare myself.
was that something you kind of developed over time?
Yeah, because I
know?
used to have like when I was younger, there was no structure.
Yeah.
There is nothing. It's like, okay, we're going to the fucking rave. And we're going to party till 5 a.m. and do cocaine till 7 a.m. And then we're not going to sleep. And, you know, there's like no structure.
There wasn't no structure or like a layout to what we're gonna do today.
That's like the one thing, like, and I had to like step back and be like, okay, I'm floating and I'm drifting and I'm getting things done and I'm wilding out and I'm having a good time, but it's a little disorganized and it's messy. You gotta tighten it up, right?
Facts.
You gotta tighten it up, and that's like the one thing everyone like shits on, like 9 to 5. They're like, man, you work a 9 to 5, you do this and that, but I'm like, yo, that's structure and that's routine and that stuff, you know, as long as you're not letting it like dictate your life and consume you and possess you.
Facts.
Like, it's good to have like rituals and routines and objectives and things that you have to accomplish.
And it helps with discipline.
Yeah,
you have discipline.
really
like,
does.
you know what? After work, I get off at 4:30. By 6:30, I'm in the studio till 9 or whatever you do, or you know, you got practice for whatever you do. You know, it definitely helps you. You know, like you said, the structure and you know, being a Moval baby, like there was, you know, as much as there isn't too much to do out here, there was always something to do out here.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
There's a lot of things to do. There's a lot of fucking trouble to get into. There's a lot of drugs to do.
Yeah,
look at the creatives. It branded because I felt like it pushed you to be more creative. We didn't have shit.
Yeah.
So it pushed us to make shit. You know what I'm saying? Make shit happen that we've seen and digested. If you were smart enough, you kind of like took that. You took the time to like get to know yourself a little bit more, and you were curious.
Yeah. And I think I left a comment on one of the clips you had where you guys were talking about like the magic in the air of Moval and stuff. So when we moved from Los Angeles to here, like, you know, during like the pivotal years of your like adolescence, like going, you know, your preteen years or whatever, and you leave behind your whole life that you knew. And you move an hour away. An hour away might as well be 10 hours away.
Yeah,
you don't drive.
sure.
You don't do. You know, and so coming here, it kind of like forces it. Like, well, for me at least, it forced my hand, and like I had to like find my own path, and I had to find the. I mean, I don't even think I was seeking them out, but. Because like the energy was the same, the creative energy was the same. We all found each other, and we like built this little world, you know, a world within a world where it's like, okay, it's not LA, it's not anything. It's just this is all. It's its own universe. It's its own universe, and even like I tell like my friends like, you know, like Reem and After One and. You know, all these people who like influenced my creativity and encouraged and helped nurture my creativity. Like, you know, it's like, yeah, like we're our own little. We created a world out of nothing.
Yes,
you know, like we built this, and it's like really cool. But yeah, like coming out here, like you gotta figure it out because. Especially like when you're young.
Yeah.
It's all right. Like, you know, I know a lot of people who just kind of, you know, floated into fucking oblivion. You know, other people who are just like, okay, I'm gonna go work at the car dealership. I'm gonna work at the warehouse in Paris. I'm gonna get married to my high school girlfriend. I'm gonna, I'm gonna start smoking meth. People know for real, right?
Real life.
Mobile.
Real life. Real life.
Yeah, sometimes like
I'm gonna start banging, at 24.
Yeah, I can start like banging and stuff. So it's like, you gotta figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm just very fortunate to encounter the people, a certain group of people that we all kind of had, even though like we're working in different like artistic mediums, but the vibration was the same. And just drawing close to each other and being inspired by each other and hyping each other up. And,
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like
absolutely. So I wanna for the everyone pretty much watching this. We're such a Moval podcast and such a IE podcast. We're growing, but a lot of the homies and a lot of you feel me, the Movalians out here, know your story and know a little bit about it. But I would like to like kind of start from we're kind of already there with it with your story, Moval. Like, when did the rapping happen to take off? Because I've heard the stories about you battling, in the University Village parking lot.
Yeah, when I was like 13 years old and stuff. It is fucking insane. So I think it really started in like my journey started like really in middle school. I grew up in a house with music. Like my dad plays drums. He plays like Latin percussion, not professionally. It was always just like, but he's good at it.
In the house,
like, and him and his buddies would like hang out in the garage on a Saturday and just like literally just drink tequila and
jam
like,
out
beers all night and play like and just cover Carlos Santana songs or whatever.
Yep.
Like War, my dad like really loved War, and so there was always music, and like my older brothers who were like. They're in the shit, man. They're in the shit, but they were always like into the West Coast rap. Yeah. So there was always like Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, DJ Quick, East Side. There was always rap, and I loved it. I was fucking drawn to it, especially like when you're a little kid and you hear fucking Eazy-E or something for the first time. Give me that nut, and it's just like it's like this like it's like super vulgar raps about pussy. You think it's like the best thing in the world, but I think like middle school, like I really started to, like write rhymes in secret, like no one knew, and I would like freestyle at the lunch table like in like 8th grade, but. I think that's where it kind of started, but it wasn't serious. I'm like, I'm gonna be a rapper. I'm gonna do this or that.
What middle school was it?
Landmark, right down the street.
Yeah. Shout out Landmark, Landmark babies. Yeah. I was there when they had a Rico.
Yeah,
no, I'm just joking.
Yeah. Landmark. Yo, my like I remember a kid got killed my 7th grade year.
Yeah, I came a few years after they had the memorial there. They were telling us about that. I remember being freaked out, like, damn, someone got punched and died.
Yeah, like a kid, like, you know what I mean? He was a grade older. His name was Jared Schroeder. You don't forget that kind of shit. You're like, dude, that kid died on the basketball court. What the fuck, right? You don't forget that kind of stuff. It sticks with you.
Yeah, for sure.
Forever. Like, I'm in my 30s now, like, and I'll never forget that day.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it's just, but, I think it started, like, there, but, like, when I went to high school, there was a group of guys who were, they were already seniors. They were already, like, they were band guys. They played in like, the high school band, like, jazz band, but they would freestyle, like, at the lunch tables, and they would battle, and I thought it was, like, the coolest fucking shit, and, they're, like, 17 years old, so they already got their whips. They already got the sound systems in their car. The big homie Dominic was a senior in high school, and he had Technique 1200s, and I remember going to like his garage and seeing like, oh dude, like you have fucking turntables?
That's crazy.
He's like, yeah, I have a little part-time job. I saved up all summer. I got some fucking turntables, and it was just like. And that's kind of like where it really went hard. And those guys, like the homie Botch, Ricardo, Dominic, my man Mike T. These guys were all on their way out. Yeah, they were all on their way out. They were seniors, and I was like 12 or 13 years old, and they took me under their wing, and I became like their like like their little pit bull. So like every day they like, yo, come to the garage, and we would just freestyle all fucking day and like literally do nothing, just like freestyle all day and then like battle each other, or not even you know, sometimes not even battling, just talking shit. Where you kind of had to be like quick on your feet. And stuff.
It's like the training grounds.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And so they are, but they were already starting to go to like in the Inland Empire. They were already starting to go to open mics, and rap battles and stuff. And I was getting like pretty good when and they were like, "Yo, there's gonna be a rap battle in San Bernardino. Like, you're ready?" And I'm like, I'm fucking like 13 years old. Like, what? They're like, yo, the grand prize is like $300, which is a lot of fucking money when you're a little ass kid. And so I would be like, you know, now that I think about it, like, I don't know if it was intentional, but they definitely like a, you know, like a boxing trainer finds their pupil.
Yeah.
And like, okay, you're gonna be great. And I remember like the older homies were like, yo, you're gonna be dope. You're gonna be dope. And they would just encourage me. And then they started, I didn't drive or nothing like that. So we used to sneak into like the clubs that were like 18 and over, 21 and over.
Yep.
And I'd be battling like grown ass men, like fucking like meth head cholo rappers and fucking like grown Crip rappers and Bloods. And I'd just be like just decapitating everyone. Not even like, that's not even like humble flex, like just, like smashing through everyone.
Yeah, just going crazy.
Yeah.
People be like, "What? This is a fucking like little ass kid with a fucking little Justin Bieber hair, like Beatles haircut." Little. I always say like I had the first Edgar cut. Like I started that shit. Yeah. No, but you know what I mean. The little like kind of
I started this Edgar shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And that's where it really happened. There's like footage of me when I was still in high school, like battling Jin from Rough Riders, like right after he had like won 6 weeks on 106 and Park on national television and got a deal with DMX, and I'm like 16 years old, like okay, fuck you, I don't give a fuck who you are, like I don't care, and I think I've always kind of carried that with me, even to this day. I was like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, like, and it's not like a let me puff out my chest. No, it's a little bit like, it's a little bit delusional, but like I believe in me. Yeah. And like I believe like if I had like no listeners, no fans, no one who liked any like I would always believe in me.
Yeah. Feel the fuck out of that.
And it's like, and sometimes it's to a detriment because you know, you run your mouth, it could get you into trouble or whatever, especially when you're younger. But yeah, like, and I think I've carried that with me like my whole creative career. Like I've never given a fuck, and I, like in the truest sense. Not like, I mean, I do care about things. I care about a lot of things actually, and I actually care about this so much, you know, that I'm willing to stand on it. Yeah, absolutely, and not like bend or break, and that's always been a okay. Well, I don't care. Like I don't. Kid, like now it's everyone knows, okay, like that's Speak, this is how he looks and this is how he carries himself and this and that. But you know, like when I first started like dropping songs on MySpace and doing this and that, they try to put you in every single box. Oh yeah, fact. They're like, oh, you're a backpack rapper. Oh, and then that was out. So a couple years later, oh, you're a hipster rapper. Oh, they posted you on you're a blog rapper. And I'm like, I'm just a guy who raps really fucking good, and I'm just and more than anything, I'm a musician. Yeah, and that's not even the extent of it. It's just like a extension of the full spectrum of creativity because I do like a bunch of shit. Yeah, like, and I've always had like my hands in all kinds of like creative things. Yeah, like my mind's always racing.
Yeah, it's on everything basically.
Yeah, like from the way the visuals look, from the like, you know, like I have, you know, like detailed notes like, okay, for this album, this is the visual approach. Yeah. You know, my little shitty sketches, this is what the album cover has to look like. here's the fucking color palettes. With, with
picking that shit out, but it's fun too.
Yeah, no, it's
sure.
super fun. I fucking love that shit.
But a lot of people don't take nowadays with music being going so fast.
Yeah.
It's like that's a whole part of like your morning routine you implement, or throughout your day. That's just a part of you when you're thinking about your process with creating.
Yeah, I try to take all that into consideration and just always thinking like, okay, how could we take it a little bit further? How could we do something, even just to challenge myself?
Yeah.
All right, like how far can we take this? How cool can we make it look? Like, and I'm a stickler for that shit. I'm very like, I hate ugly design and I hate bad fonts. And like, so like if I do like, collabs or records with someone and I'm like, okay, you're gonna drop it. Can I see the cover art? And I think you should be that way. Or I'll be like, can I do the cover art? Can I help with the typography? Can we figure it out together?
Facts.
Like, because people be like posting this shit. I'm like, okay, like, I'm like this. That's ugly. That's ugly font.
I'm not feeling it.
I was like, that's an ugly ass font. That's an ugly ass flyer. That's like a very like, it just.
I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, and it's not even about like, I just want to look cool. I was like, no, like this is. It's a representation of you and your art, And
you have a creative like approach to like uphold, so it's like
I
feel like you can't compromise that. And
there's
some moments where you want to work with certain people, but maybe their creative direction is not like it doesn't fit to your aesthetic, or
and some people just don't care about the smaller things like the font.
Yeah,
like or just the color, or just the raw. It's all those little things.
I was thinking back, like in like maybe like 2011 or 12 when I first was like writing and like getting it popping and like doing all like this cool stuff. Like around that time, everyone was doing like everyone was wearing like Hood by Air and like Ben Trill and stuff, and like that was the trend at the time, was like the spooky font, the kind of like drippy blood ghost letters, but like everyone was using that shit, and I'm just like,
this shit is ugly.
I was like, this is like if you want to rock that, whatever. I was like, I think it's ugly and it's like tacky, and it's not. I don't think it's cool, but why would you want your album to look like that when everyone else is looking like that? Or even like, why would you want your clothing line to look like that when everyone else is looking like that? And it bothers me.
Yeah. And you know what?
Like, this bothers me.
I reach out to the homies sometimes and just to artists, and I'll see something. I'm like, oh, you didn't crop it right for the gram.
Yeah, you
like, you didn't do this. I'm like, you didn't do that. I'm like, you do these couple little things, and it
it's
makes you look so.
It's just about tightening it up. That's
exactly,
all it is.
and it takes it from looking weak to professional with little things. And so like I'll reach out to the homies and be like, yo, I've remade your cover, or yo, I did this edit for you, what I'm saying, just so because I'm like, you right there, but it's like the detail. And
or even like having the people in your circle and your friend group and your creative group check you and asking them for feedback, or them not being afraid to tell you that shit weak, or that's not corny, it. That shit's lame. I think a lot of people don't have that, and if they do, they get offended.
But you can't.
Yeah, they get offended when there's any type of like criticism, or like, yo, like that bar could be harder. Oh, that beat could sound better. Oh, this could look better. Like I can't even tell you how many times like Kareem been like, yo, that shit weak. Like he'll be in the studio, be like I'll say a line, he'll be like, shit's weak.
Yeah.
like you fucking need that shit. You really need that shit.
Yeah. Exactly.
And you need to not get mad like when
someone says something.
Yeah, you don't need yes men around you.
Yeah, well, even look at like a lot of like these like big artists, whatever, whether it's like Kanye, you see their like the things they're saying, or the way they're acting out or this and that. And I know, okay, that's like the highest level of wealth and power and status, this, that. But I was like, you have no one around you to be like, yo, chill the fuck out. Or like, yo, that's a bad idea. Or this is a good idea. You know, like, or hey, maybe you shouldn't say that. And this is why. It really baffles me. You need people who are, you know, not just there to ride the wave, but who really have your best interest in mind. And,
Absolutely.
And who are, and you know, who share your enthusiasm and who share your vision, and only want to see you succeed. And sometimes you gotta tell someone like, yo, you're wildin'.
Yeah.
I've had that so many times, whether in like, not just like creatively, but like when I was like going off the rails, just drinking and turning up and just, you know, cocaine and cocaine accessories. And sometimes you need someone to be like, yo, maybe you've had enough, put the drink down. Or, oh, like, yo, you shouldn't do that because it's causing you to act different. And you know. And when I was younger, maybe so much I didn't listen. Because, man, I burned a lot of bridges, and I pissed a lot of people off, you know? I've literally seen, like, fucking millions of dollars fly out the window in front of my eyes because I'm a fucking idiot.
Yikes.
And, you know, I thought I knew better than you know, than Reem and fucking, and the homie Ty and all the people around me who love me and were like, yo, hey, maybe you should think this through. Instead of telling the fucking president of Universal to suck your dick. And I'm like, yeah, I should have thought that through. And then you hit fucking 29 and 30, you're like, damn, I wish I had that $1 million. You know, I mean, you can't cry about it. The past is the past, but that's, you have to check yourself, and that's what it comes down to. And you have to listen to the people around you, and you have to surround yourself with people who will be honest with you. And people who
were some of those people for you?
Man, a lot of people, like, you know, like a lot of them, like Kareem, Dre B, After One, the homie Ty, who's just. He's the man. He's the fucking man. A lot of people. It was like mad weird. Like Vince would tell me that I'm wildin', and it was weird because I was supposed to be the old, because I'm like, I got a few years on him, and you know, during the journey when we were coming up together and stuff, he would tell me all the time like, yo, you're fucking wildin', and you know. Having like your younger homie tell you that, you're like, you're not trying to hear nothing. Like, you don't know. I just went platinum. Wow,
you don't know shit.
Yeah, you know. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Everyone else, you know, Lil Chris, these are the people who be like, yo, you're wildin', don't do that. Or yo, that's dope, do that.
You know, or you need to hear it sometimes.
You have to.
Exactly.
You can't. I don't know, what's that quote? Is like, if you walk into the room and you're the smartest person in the room, you need to change the room. You know, you should never be the guy who thinks they know everything, or like, because. Yeah, you're gonna shoot yourself in the foot.
Yeah, you should always have something to learn.
Exactly.
For sure.
Exactly. I'm still learning. I'm still like every day, and I think that's why like the art is not dated and it doesn't sound whack, or because like I'm constantly learning and like pushing, like never getting comfortable. Never getting comfortable. I think about like a lot of the like. The rappers that I saw locally here and in Los Angeles, how they like, you know, they kind of got stuck in their ways and maybe plateaued, or they didn't go as far as they could because, you know, you think you know it all and you're like, you know, there was and I think that's sometimes some of the problems like in like any underground music scene or culture, you know, like people are like, no, that shit's whack. This is tight, you know, and they start gatekeeping and they become very like, but also young people do it too. Yeah. And I see it a lot, right? Like, and I understand that comes with youth, that kind of like, no, this is but like the younger artists could learn so much from cats in their 30s, cats in their 40s,
Yeah.
cats who lived through it, and older heads could learn so much from the youth about about pushing yourself and not limiting yourself, and yeah, I think about that a lot. There's a sweet spot in the middle.
Yeah.
I think, and I like a lot of. I really, really enjoy a lot of new rap. I like a lot of it. Like, I think everyone assumes because, like, I rap the way I rap that I'm just, like, I'm in my house, like, fucking smoking all these blunts, like, listening to, like, Griselda all day or something like that. I'm like, no, we like Youngboy, we like fucking Dolph, you know, we like Key Glock, like, this is stuff that, like, I jam, and, like, that's on my running playlist, and I listen to that shit every day. I'm like, yo, this shit is fucking tight. And even the stuff, like, you don't like, there's things to learn, there's things to take away from.
Yeah.
And there's, you should never be like, this shit is whack, end of story. Like, okay, like, I don't make music like Playboy Cardi or, any of those types of artists stuff, but I'm like, yo, there's, like, I understand why it gets people so hyped and turned up, and they get into it, and the sonics are really cool, and the beats, like, like, there's something in those beats that just, like, spark something, and you just get, like, fucking wild.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, that's tight. It's like, even though, like, I don't really like maybe I won't say, I think he does very cool things vocally. Like, a lot of the younger rappers use their voice instead of, like, rap, bar, like the way people stretch their voices and are really pushing it. I think that's fucking tight.
That's fire, honestly.
Yeah, that's really tight. So there's, like, stuff to, like, to learn about. There's stuff you can learn from everything. Yeah, you just gotta be open to it, and I think that's what keeps you inspired, and that's what keeps you fresh, and that's what keeps you not on the pulse, but moving forward. Because sometimes, especially, like, in creative fields or especially music, aging artists, they really start to show their age when you're fucking 40 years old and you're trying to rap like Cardi, or you're trying to rap like whatever young hot rappers out there. It's like,
it doesn't feel right.
Yeah. It's like there's a good spot in the middle, like, taking inspiration from all of it.
Yeah.
Without limiting yourself and without chasing others.
Yeah. Exactly.
There's a way to do it.
And there's a way to, like, to be creative and experiment with things. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't not do that. No. But when you're, like, trying to just copy and paste something and try to end with the same result, it's never really gonna work like that. You know what I'm saying? And it
doesn't come from a pure place.
Yeah. I think people can sense that.
Yeah.
People for sure can.
Right away.
Yeah, because more so than anything, like, most of the music is vibration and it's feeling.
Absolutely.
Like I have these conversations a lot of the times with, like, other rappers. We're like, how could you like this or that? The lyrics suck, or, like, it was, well, because it's not always about, like yes, lyrics are important and narrative is important and saying dope shit is always important. But I was like, but a lot of the times it's, like, how it's said.
Exactly.
And it's the feeling.
The way it makes you feel.
Yeah, and that's how it should be.
You can literally, like, lead a whole fan base just off of making them feel away. Yeah. And it's crazy as fuck. Like, I've seen it in real time, even with, like, Youngboy or whatever. They need things to, like, channel that aggression. So that's why, like, you see these rappers, like, getting these fucking huge blows and shit, like Rod Wave. Yeah. It's emotional trauma, you know what I'm saying? Like, people are going through real things, so they want more, like, relatable music.
And it doesn't necessarily have to be MF Doom.
It don't have to be like
I like Rod Wave shit a lot. I'm just like, man, this guy.
I can never connect with it because it's just, I feel like it's an exaggeration of feeling, like, sometimes. Yeah. But I get where it's coming from and I understand it and I can like, you know, digest it just a little bit.
Yeah.
You know.
I was like, damn, this guy is always fucking sad.
Yeah. Like the shit he did on stage when he was like fucking like jumping off the. You didn't see that shit?
Yeah, he's like falling off.
Bro, that's burnt out.
Yeah,
you're a diabolical, bro.
Yeah,
he was a diabolical nigga.
Like this nigga had the worst
and just fell, just free fall.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
No, but that's like
I love it.
That's like the theatrics of it, you know.
It's funny,
sure,
but it's just like fuck.
Yeah, but that's like going to see Kiss or something and they fucking blow fire.
Yeah,
right. Like, it just adds like an element. Of,
I love it.
Yeah, of like showmanship or it's like OD. Like
it's very extra.
Sometimes a little OD is cool. You know what I'm saying?
That's too OD. I don't know if committing suicide on.
Yeah, but I be thinking like, damn, is like always at home just sad, just like big sad guy. Like, all these fucking chains on, moping around his house.
A bunch of bitches everywhere naked. You just
moping.
You know. Speaking about just crazy shows. You know, you and the UTV guys have had a history of fucking shit up.
Yeah, we go.
And go crazy. Can you talk a little bit about the early days with you doing the SOBs and shit like that, and just
that shit was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That man, what a time! That was like, that was crazy because that was all of us, our gang, our collective, everyone from here, like in New York.
Everybody
at the same time. Like Cassius and Feo had just gotten their deal. Mm-hmm. I had just wrote like my first gold song, and
what song was that?
That was when Gucci first.
Okay, we'll get back.
Yeah. I think that we were on the road, like headed to that show when I got the word that it like, oh, you just went gold. I'm like, oh, that's crazy.
No
Blacked
way.
out, let's go. No, but we were all in New York, and it used to be like, because New York used to have their own kind of like South by Southwest.
Yeah.
It was a CMJ, College Music Journal. So the whole week, the whole city, there was music everywhere, at every turn. Every club, every dive bar, there was a DJ, a band, like, fucking so-and-so's playing here, like, oh, No Wave or Waves is playing at this little bar, oh, ASAP Mob's playing over here, oh, the UTB guys and Smoke Dizza and Currency or whoever, that was fucking nuts. It's like, oh, we're doing a showcase at SOBs. So it was a full week of just music.
That's it.
And I think in that festival it definitely died out, but it had existed for like 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
It was all the college radio programmers and stuff that they were throwing that, and then it went defunct. And that's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
Like, these are things that, like, I mean, South by Southwest still exists, but like, CMJ doesn't exist anymore, and
Yeah.
But yeah, we were like in New York, just was walking around like in polo, like a polo shirt, bathrobe. I thought I was like fucking Ghostface Killer or something.
You guys got the legendary photo
on the subway. All of us. I love that photo. I love that. I gotta get that blown up.
At the big over the house.
Yeah, and it's just so Cassius and Feo had just gotten their deal. I was doing all right, and like we're all in New York together doing these shows and just fucking being batshit crazy, like literally being batshit crazy. Like, I think it was more so me. I think I was the one wilding, like
enjoying life,
yelling at people in the crowd and trying to start fights and just I don't know. Sometimes like the Tasmanian devil just just a tornado, just like. I think I was definitely like wilding out. Some of the homies were going to like sex massage parlors. It was just, it was. You're laughing because it's true.
It just got wild.
Is it true?
It just got fucking.
It's true.
Niggas secure the bag and been going crazy.
People were on rub naps. It was like fuck. Yeah, this was like
happy endings going up.
It was an app that told you where like all the sex massages.
Crazy.
No way.
No names, but
happy endings going.
They were definitely in our group. They still are in our friend circle. We had a big group, so I'll let the viewers try to figure it out. It wasn't me, surprisingly. It was not me. I was not on Rub Maps.
It wasn't me.
No, but we were just like, it was just wild time. Yeah, it was just. But we had so many, I think, so many moments like that. I mean, there was this one time where, and I could talk about it now because it's been some time. There was this one time they booked us. They booked me. They're like, "Yo, do you want to open for Yellow Wolf?" Because Yellow Wolf was really blowing up at the time in Orange County, and I'm like, and at the time, I wasn't doing solo shows. It was always we always made sure to include each other, and still do. Yeah. When I play in the El Rey, CJ Cassius is gonna come out and we're gonna do a couple songs together. He's gonna get his time to do his solo songs. Yeah. Or when Feo was living out here. So we always made sure to uplift each other and put our whole crew on stage and our whole collective to yo, this is a movement, this is who we are, this is where we're from. And I'm not just dope. Everybody in this group is dope. And this is true. I always said and I really mean it. I'm not just blowing smoke up my homies' asses and sucking them off or glazing, as the kids say.
Glazing.
No, but I'm just he's glazing. He's glazing food. No, but I was yo, I'm I don't even think I'm the best rapper in our crew. And that's part of what kept me inspired and still keeps me inspired and going hard and always wanting to get better. I just want to be as dope as my homies. But so there was this time they're Speak, you want to open up for Yellow Wolf in Orange County. And I'm yeah, fuck yeah. But I was I got to bring the whole crew. It's going to be a UTB thing. It's all of us together. We're going to kill that shit. So we get to fucking Orange County and it's white. It's the whole crowd is white Orange County tatted. And I always say this is real. There are hella racist rap fans. And rap. No, there are, and hip hop fans that people get you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for sure.
I'm and people get so uncomfortable. So when someone comes up to me, he's man, I fuck with you, dog. You just because you're not like that other rap. And I'm what does that mean?
What the fuck does that mean?
And then they let off a little fucking fake microaggression. That ghetto shit. You're not talking about bitches and fucking. I'm yeah, I am actually. Are you
Yeah.
I just do it in a way that
you still hear me talking about it.
Yeah, I'm still talking. I'm still talking about doing blow and doing
yeah.
So people let out their secret racist microaggressions all the time. But when someone comes to me and they're yeah, bro, I fuck with you, man. You're in my favorite rappers. I'm oh, that's always and I won't never fucking ask who their favorite rappers are. But they're just yeah, you want me to name them? Fucking Eminem, Yellow Wolf, Action Bronx. It's you only listen to white guys who rap. No, and I like Action Bronx. You know what I mean? But you get what I'm saying.
Those are all your favorites.
That's
favorite. This is how you were introduced to rap.
I was you don't like Future? You ain't got, what the fuck are we talking about? I was oh no. So there's secret racist rap fans. So we went to do this show in Orange County. And it wasn't a few secret racist white rap fans. It was a whole fucking the whole venue was full of racist white rap fans.
And here comes UTB.
Yeah, here comes us. And we look crazy. I look like I'm in fucking Al Qaeda. These guys are fucking. They're all fucking dressed like Music Soul Child or some shit. Fucking.
That's insane.
Everyone's dressed crazy. CJ's dressed he's dressed like fucking Buck Nasty from the Chappelle show. We look crazy, and it's just a bunch of orange. It's a bunch of sleeveless, tribal tattoo, Orange County white. We're here for Yellow Wolf, and they're straight up holding up Confederate flags and stuff because he's from the South and he used to rock that. And I even that was even a point of contention. I'm yo, you're I get you're from the South and stuff, but you're a white guy doing like Southern rap music, and like you're banging this symbol of racism. It's not racism, bro. It's like Southern heritage. I'm like, yo, you guys lost the fucking war, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, that fucking flag means you wanted slaves. It's not that you were fighting. Y'all were fucking slave owners, and not only that, y'all were fucking treasonous.
Yeah.
Because y'all wanted to separate yourself and make another whole country where you could fucking be racist and do that shit.
Yep.
It was a bunch of like free radicalism. Like,
Yeah.
shit literally like was like.
And so you can't just be like, it's just heritage. I'm like, your heritage is...
Your fucking granddaddy was a coward.
Yeah.
And a traitor.
Yeah.
Fuck him and all your fucking dead relatives. You fucking
motherfucker.
racist fucks. So we do this show, and the crowd, they did not want to see us. That is for goddamn sure.
Are they like talking shit to you guys?
Yeah, in the middle of the set, and for some reason, this is insane. For some reason, they served like Miller or Bud Lights or whatever in glass bottles, and the crowd was getting restless, and they started throwing bottles at the stage, and I'm like, holy shit! And me being me, I'm like, man, fuck that. I stood like on the fucking speaker, and I'm like, fuck all you inbred. I went into straight like you know, like bad guy wrestler. I started like, this fucking town sucks. You're all a bunch of fucking fuck you, fuck Ronald Reagan. You're all a bunch of fucking. You're all a bunch of fucking cousin fucking cowards. You all, like no, literally like I turned into it just snaps. I was just like this fucking racist redneck dump. I fucking hate this piece of shit town. And like, yo, and they started throwing bottles more, and we're trying to get through the songs and moving out the way.
And you still perform.
Yeah, and I climb up on the speaker. And I'm like $5,000 to anyone who could hit me with a bottle. They start fucking like throwing that shit. Still don't hit me. Like, but I can imagine. But this is like the shit you do like when you're fucking 23 and just stupid and just and combative and like. And you don't care about danger or the fact that like in a very and looking back on it now, I'm like, oh, that could have turned very, very ugly.
I read blogs about that. That was like blog era.
I'm like, this could be very bad. But and then I'm just like, you know what? Yellow Wolf's up next. Fuck him. I'm trying to segue into. I was like, yo, I want to see Yellow Wolf. He's up next. Fuck him. Fuck all of you.
No way.
Yeah,
that's lit, bro. I love that.
Someone tried to climb up on the stage, and we just start throwing punches, and I'm just like, this show's over. This town sucks. I take the mic stand and like a fucking Hercules, I'm swinging that shit like, and I fucking chuck the mic stand into the crowd.
No way.
And then like someone in the crowd is, oh fuck you guys, you know, they were definitely saying racial slurs for real, and they were trying, and the dude tried to like get up on stage. I fucking took that microphone. I thought I fucking threw that shit like Nolan Ryan, like a fucking fastball. I just remember I threw the shit in the dude's face and it hit him, and his teeth exploded like.
Oh shit!
Yo, like all his teeth, not just like one or two, like he spit them all out like popcorn seeds.
Damn.
I'm
like
just
dentures or some shit?
Yeah, like no, his real teeth, because I threw the mic so hard, and I'm just like, fuck this town,
bro.
And
Did you dodge a lawsuit?
Man, I had to lay low for a very long time.
Oh, you did.
A very long time.
Nigga, you dodged a lawsuit.
Yo, so all hell's breaking loose. The stage managers, it's chaos. Yeah. It's fucking
no way.
Like people are in the crowd are bleeding. There's broken glass, and I'm running out, and we're running out backstage, and the fucking police show up.
Oh my god!
And the police show up, and we're all trying to, like, the whole crew, we're trying to like get to our cars. We didn't even have a van. We took like two separate cars. Like we're trying to get out backstage, and the police show up, and I'm running, and as soon as they show up, like I run right into them, like as they're entering the backstage, and I'm leaving the backstage. And I stopped dead in my tracks, quick on my feet. Thank heavens you're here, officer. Yeah. There's some guys on stage throwing mics, and there's fights. You got to get out there. Oh, thanks. And they run right past us. We get in those cars. I have never played in Orange County ever again.
Oh no! Never. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, Orange County ain't the place.
No, it's not.
It is not the.
People
place.
are like, man, you should do the fucking observatory. And it happened at the observatory.
No way.
You know,
them niggas is not playing.
Yeah, that was like.
I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, that was a time, you know, where
you can't even park wrong. I swear to God, you can't even park wrong.
I was like, but who knows what was out there waiting for us? Like,
I'm glad, you guys got
like
right out of there.
Neo-Nazis with lifted trucks with the titanium testicles hanging off the truck nuts, you know, with the big fucking tap out sticker on the back. It was that era, like
the rock star hat with the bill flipped up.
Fuck that, bro. Chuck Liddell, brother. And I'm like,
tap out sticker is insane.
Yeah, Affliction.
Oh my God.
Cats were like head to toe, like in cats with fucking Randy Orton tattoos. It was fucking. They got real spooky. I'm not gonna lie, but that was the kind of shit. But aside from like, and there was so many instances like that where there was like fist fights and just bullshit and people getting thrown off stage, and it was. But man, I don't think you couldn't do that stuff now.
Yeah.
And not to condone it then, because it's all like reactionary. But the crazy thing was, everyone was fucking fighting. Everyone the ASAP Mob was fucking fighting people all the time. The Odd Future Kids were fighting people all the time. Danny Brown and them were fighting people because like that was like the first time like people had like these immediate direct connection to the rappers they were listening to because I follow you on Instagram or Twitter and like I interact with you, so like it got like really like sometimes like out of pocket. People be like, oh man, well fuck you, man, like you're a pussy, and you'll be like, well, I'm playing here tonight, pull the fuck up. And then someone pull the fuck up. What the fuck? And then you gotta fucking
life.
And then you gotta
stand on it.
Yeah, then you gotta like fucking fight somebody.
Yeah.
No, but those and I think because like I look the way I look and like I am like funny and like I'm weird and whatever. People just like, oh, he's a mark or something.
Don't get it fucked up.
I was like, you're not gonna be
Mo Val.
It's a murder. I got
a motherfucking murder.
You're not gonna, like we could have
What you talking about?
We could have a fist fight. We could we could catch a fair one. We could like it's okay. We could fight. But no, but that time was just like it was out of fucking control. But aside from like. And it used to be, and I was probably the worst. I was telling like people that I didn't like just telling them on Twitter, like, go kill yourself, fuck you. Like, here, drop the location. No, like, we're like, this is like 10 years before people were like, yo, drop the location then. No, we were like, yo, we're playing at a warehouse in downtown LA. We go on at 10. Pull up if you really wanna like press the issue.
And they
Let's
pull
go.
up, buy tickets, all that.
Yeah. No, but it was ridiculous. But aside from those moments, we had like, and we still do, like when we do sell out the Roxy or sell out the El Rey.
Yeah.
It didn't stop 10 years ago. Whatever. We're still doing accomplishing these things and doing these really cool things, and we're doing them together, and to have like my brothers and my family by my side is special.
Absolutely.
But man, it's like I said, like at the beginning, you don't realize it when you're in the eye of the storm.
Yeah.
You don't realize it, and I've never got hung up on like people, what's the word? I'm trying to think how to phrase this. I never got caught up like on people patting me on my back or validating me, because as ego driven as it sounds, as delusional as it sounds, like my inner circle and my friends and my fellow creatives validate me, and I validate me. Like I never stopped to be like, oh man, I don't get no credit. I don't nobody. I'm like, no, because I'm too busy thinking of like going forward. And,
absolutely.
And what's the next thing? Like what's the next thing? Always. You finish an album, or you finish a painting, you finish a season of your clothing line, and you're like, you know, finish a music video. Like, all right, okay, now what?
Yeah.
What is what do I do now? Oh, you keep going.
Yeah.
And you keep making shit.
And you know, 'cause especially, you know, you have a lot of really dope accomplishments, and you know, and it's like feeling that high.
Yeah.
You know, and then you're kind of just back in your routine. You got to be able to like readjust and kind of keep going, right?
Yeah, but you do, and a lot of it is like, a lot of people are caught up in like, okay, like I need to have, yo, what up? No, but you know, a lot of people are like, you gotta have the most hits, you gotta have the most followers, you have to have the most viral moments, you have to have this, you have to have that. But if, I mean, yeah, that stuff is cool and it's important. Having hits is important. Having a hot song is important. Having a viral moment is important. But like, if you're really, not just like music, if you're really in this to be a creative, and you're really in it for life, you know, there are going to be moments where it's like, it's super high, it's super low, it's steady.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's uncertain, it's rocky, it's super profitable, it's not so profitable. You make money, you lose money. But I think ultimately it's like, okay, yeah, you just have to keep going.
Yeah.
That's all you can do is, you know, you keep going. And someone told me, like, that's like the big difference between the people who like really make it and make a life out of it and career out of it, and the people who end up washing out. It's like in those down times, when it's a drought, in the slow season, are you gonna pack it in and be like, oh, the dream is over? Like, no, my last song got 2,000 plays. It got 100 views. No, like, you keep going.
Yeah.
It's on to the next thing. And if you really love this life and you really love what you do, and being a creative, being a musician, being a whatever, you're just gonna work through it. You're gonna work through the slow seasons. It's just what it is.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, you had that transitional period where you went, you know, you got a platinum record out. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta be a douchebag and
Put that shit in your
put my
bio,
profile.
yo.
Yeah. Multi-platinum.
Picture with the plaque just in the
Multi-platinum.
little profile picture real quick.
You feel me? And you know,
Hey, man.
and you know, when was the time? Like, how long have you been out of Mobile and like out of here? Because you live in Mexico, right?
Mexico City, yeah.
Mexico City,
where
right?
That's from. I've been back in Mexico City full time for like going on 10 years.
Yeah.
I'm like, I live there. Like,
Yeah, that's
How do you like
that's
it, bro?
home.
I love it.
You love it?
I fucking love it. If I probably would have stayed in LA because I was just spiraling, being a songwriter and working on the industry level. It's a very, you know, I don't want to generalize it, because I met a lot of cool people, a lot of good people,
Yeah.
a lot of hardworking people, but all of it is, you know, in the music industry, like in the major label system, the ultimate goal is to put up numbers and to have a hit record. And sometimes that's not always the most artistically fulfilling job. So I was doing so much writing, and I was writing for everyone and doing hooks and doing reference vocals and helping with raps and being brought in on these projects. But they were projects that paid good, but my heart was not in them. And I found it so empty, spiritually unfulfilling.
Okay.
And it was like, okay, I'm making money, but this, like, I'm working on projects I don't believe in with artists that I don't give two shits about. And then I'm having, you know, A&Rs, and I'm having label people tell me, yeah, you should just stick to writing. Like, no one wants to hear you rap. Like, literally, you should just stick to writing. You're really good. Like, almost gaslighting me.
Yeah.
You're really good at it. You should just say. I was like, yeah, but that makes me want to go. That makes me naturally want to rebel against
do the opposite. Like, what are you talking?
Yeah. So when we do end up like on Swing in the Morning or LA Leakers or Selling Out the Elway or this and that,
talk about
it's the ultimate like fuck you.
Yeah.
Because here I am with grays in my hair and my beard. And I'm no
longer.
Got
the Nori plug too.
Nori was going here.
Nori was going crazy.
Gassing, bro. Like that shit is crazy, bro. And I love it.
Yeah.
I love to see it, bro. Because it's well deserved.
Yeah. No. If it and it's like, okay, we did it, and we did it our way. I did it my way. Like, and it's not always easy, and it's not always fun, and that's like the mantra I tell people all the time. I was like, yo, it's not always easy. It's not always fun. It's not always profitable. But God damn it, I love this. I love this so much with every like fiber of my being. I love this, and to be like, yo, we did it. We just sold out this fucking big ass venue without having a viral TikTok song, without being on the radio, without like I would love like I think I think that's probably like one of my strongest attributes is like I could write really catchy hooks. Like, okay, dense bars, hard ass bars, clever raps, whatever. But I want people to sing along to my songs because because it feels good and I like to write because I listen to pop music and I listen to rock and I listen to R&B and I listen to rap that's on the radio and I listen to all this stuff and I've absorbed it all, and I wanna write catchy songs. I would love to be on the radio all the time.
Yeah.
I write records.
Okay.
I write records like on my projects where I'm like, yo, this is a fucking radio song. Like, man. But if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, who gives a fuck? Like we could still sell tickets, and people will pay to see you. There's people who have 1 million fucking followers that can't sell 100 tickets. There's people, you know what I mean? Like. So what does it really mean? What does it really mean?
This shit is all rigged, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. So the numbers are important, but
the love of this shit outweighs that.
Yeah, and you could do it without being on the radio all the time.
Absolutely.
Or being in the fucking, on fucking DJ Academics or fucking the Shade Room or all the little gossip, all that shit, little circle jerk where they sit around and they gossip all day, like, and I get it because that's like its own little sub industry, right? Yeah. But it's so baffling to me that people who have no redeeming qualities, no discernible talents, no anything are allowed to, go on their stream or whatever. Let's talk about numbers. Let's talk about streams. I see that's what all these guys do all the time. You fucking see like DJ Academics or whatever. It's like you're worried about everyone's fucking numbers, but not your cholesterol. That's the fucking number you should be worried about. My frumpy musty friend. You fucking disgusting. Imagine what that gamer chair smells like. Fucking hot balls and fucking you got cum stains all over your fucking nasty sweatpants with your fucking neck beat. No, but you know what I'm saying? It's like so people who have no talent or who contribute nothing other than
to talk shit.
Yeah, I'm like that's not a talent. I'm like I'm like, but you're allowed to profit off of culture and people are leeches.
It's deteriorating.
It's so weird. I don't like none of that shit. And I think like my life is so much better for it. It'd be like, hey man, did you see what happened like on DJ Vlad or this? And I was like, no. I don't follow that. I don't like. It's not in my real life. It's not in my digital life. And but I listen to podcasts. I listen to sports shit. I listen to like where there's like real dialogue and not people just screaming at each other, trying to sun each other, talk about the numbers. Where's your numbers at? What about just your first week numbers? What the fuck?
Who gives a fuck? Like who gives a fuck? And that doesn't determine the value of the art.
It doesn't. But it's just one aspect of it.
Yeah.
It's one aspect of it. But people who don't really understand art or music or culture, that's all they have to cling to is this very superficial understanding.
Facts.
You know, like I don't know. I think it's very strange, and a lot of those spaces are just very negative. Not just like the people that are creating these platforms. Like a lot of it is just built on like darkness, dark energy, and negativity, and the exploitation of people. You know, when I see things like, you know, No Jumper or any, I don't like any of that stuff.
Yeah,
because like it all feels so. It all feels like these weird, like voyeuristic. You know, like okay, like white guy from Massachusetts talking about fucking, you know, Moreno gang culture, or fucking what's going on with the Bloods. And
like what? Who the fuck
I'm
asked
like,
you to talk about?
No, and they're like a McDonald's drive-through. They're handing it out to their audience, and then so all that stuff is negative. Just it's inherently a negative.
Yeah.
And then the culture it breeds in the comment sections and how people think that they're allowed to talk to people.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's just, I try to stay away from all that. But that's all people cling to. Your numbers. What about your followers? And you could have 20 million followers. You could have $90 million in the bank.
Facts.
You will never be as good as me at rapping.
Do you feel disconnected since the move over a decade ago? You know, and you know what I'm getting is kind of like a disconnect. You kind of get a chance to disconnect, but you're like, you have your cult fan base. You have your people. You don't.
I'm definitely disconnected from. I'm disconnected from the industry at large, for sure. But that's okay because I'm centered and I'm connected within myself.
You tapped in.
I know myself, and you know, and it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling to know yourself and like I mean, it's still just going up. It's like slowly, but it's always going up. The shows are getting bigger.
Yeah.
Like the albums are doing more streams. People are buying more merch. You know, it's like, and it's like, you know, like I think Nip was right. It's a fucking marathon.
Yeah.
It's like, are you like really in this? Or are you just trying? But a lot of people, they're just in it for a moment. Like, I got a little hot song, a little hot single, okay, let me cash out. And then, no, I want to make albums for as long as I can, as long as I have something to say. I want to make stuff. So I really feel like super disconnected from the music industry. But it's weird because like all the A&Rs and managers and all these people, they all follow and they all comment on the songs or send me a DM, and like the eyes are always there. And it's like, it's very weird. So I always feel like it's on me. Maybe I'll make you know, who knows? Maybe like when I turn 40, I'll just be like, you know what? Let's do a deal. Let's just do a major label album or something. I don't know.
Let's do it.
Yeah, but I always feel like there's like, I never feel like, oh, the window is closed.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I could always create moments, you know? Like, it feels really fucking good to be like out of the conversation and, you know, nothing for. It was like, well, you didn't put a song, or you didn't do nothing for like 2 or 3 years. What are you doing? I was like, I'm living, like I'm enjoying my life, and like and I'm soaking it all in. So when I do, you know, when I do pop up and an album comes or whatever, it's gonna mean something because it comes from a pure place and it comes from my experience. But it does feel good to be like, okay, I'm gonna hop up on LA Leakers and do the craziest fucking verse that like gets everyone talking again. So it's like, yeah, you could always create the conversation, you know. That's why I don't really worry too much about like I'm out of the loop. The music industry has passed me by. I'm just an old, poor underground rapper. And I was like,
fuck it.
I'm forever, man.
Yeah, it doesn't stop. And
eternal, man.
And you know, to somebody from Moval to the Inland Empire, they're out here right now and they're watching you and they're like, you know, what kind of advice could you give to the rapper that, you know, is coming up right now, trying to break into the industry, trying to figure it out? You know, what would you tell them right now?
Well, I'd first tell them never drink the water in Lake Paris.
Yeah,
because I'm pretty sure because I did that. I've developed long-term mental illness, and, you know, like popcorn lung, and I got like worms in my stomach or something like that.
I got baptized in Lake Paris.
Did you really?
No, for a music video.
Oh,
it was like a transition where I came about the water in the music video. Yeah, we tried to make it not look like Lake Paris. Everyone was like, this nigga that dirty ass water.
Oh yeah. I know because I used to go when I was like a teenager, and like I see like other like Mexican families just have their babies in like full ass diapers in the water.
God,
it's a true story.
Yeah, and there'll be diapers in the water.
Yeah, and like you drink your fucking beer and you just throw the can in the fucking water. No, but to like, I would say to anybody that's listening that's from the Inland Empire or Moreno Valley or I think anywhere in the world is that the city limits and your town or even your city is not. It's not the be all end all. It's not the center of the universe. There's so much you could learn. Like yes, like use your experiences and tell your story, but don't let it be the be all end all, because there's so much out there. Even like in Mexico City, which is now my home, you know, there's 25 million people there, but we talk about it all the time. Me and my girlfriend that like it could feel so small sometimes too, because you see creatives and everyone works in the same field and everyone's fucking each other and everyone's knows each other and everyone's trying to, you know, network and clout. So even the biggest fucking city could feel like this small.
Yeah.
And whether it's New York, whether it's Los Angeles, but I think the main lesson, the main takeaway is tell your story. Don't try to be like anywhere else, and create from a place of pureness and a pureness and open heart, and people will be you'd be surprised like where it gets you, you know, because I went to high school here, like, you know, the first time I ever had sex was in this city. It's actually in this garage. Got my dick sucked right away. No, but you know what I mean? Like no, but like, you know, like the first fucking, you know, time I did acid was on the fucking golf course.
Yep.
The first time I won a rap battle was in the fucking lunchroom. So
golf course is legendary.
Yeah. Yo, I used to have a geo tracker. It was like a little fucking like a cheap fucking Barbie Jeep. It was black and had a neon pink stripe, and I bought it from like a dude off the side of the road, because you know, like people used to like put their cars in the dirt fields with a sign like $500 or no, you could get an old, like it's like in the 2000s, you could get like a 95 Civic or a fucking whatever if you had $1,000. And I think and so it was almost like a burner phone, because like I bought so many like pieces of shit car, like a couple cars just like that. I need a fucking car, $500. I had a Celica. Oh, I need a car, $1,000. I had this little Jeep, whatever. And you just run it into the fucking ground. And
they get into it.
You don't register it.
Yeah.
You don't put tags on it, and you drive it around for a couple months, and then like when it's over, you just fucking dump it in a field. Like I like that's fucking scumbag shit, and I did it all the time. I ran through at least 5 or 6 different cars like that. But I used to have a geo tracker, and I was on acid, and I put it in 4-wheel drive, and I drove onto the golf course. I did donuts. It was a good time. No, but
some mobile shit for sure.
Yeah, it's like nothing to do.
We used to turn up on the golf course.
Yeah, nothing to do on a Friday. Drink a Four Loko, smoke some weed, and go like, try to get a fucking blowjob on the golf course.
For sure.
But yeah, it's But that went so.
We went from giving the youth some, So it's
moral of the story is be yourself, nigga.
Yeah. Hit the golf course.
Hit the golf course and get some top.
No. But you're right. That is the moral of the story, because you don't know where it takes you. Like I started making music here the first time I ever recorded, the first time I ever won a rap battle, the first time I ever, on not even do this even before fucking Pro Tools or Logic, we had Cool Edit Pro.
Yeah.
And it was and we were making beats on Reason, and but you know what I'm saying? It's like my musical journey starts here.
You wrote your story on this land.
Yeah, it's like my musical journey starts here.
It is.
We're from LA, but like I did not start making music there.
Yeah,
it happened here. And had we stayed in LA throughout like my teens, or whatever, I always tell people like I don't know what I would have been. I would have been maybe I would have went to USC. Maybe I would have been a fucking skateboarder. Maybe I would have been a surfer. Maybe I would have fucking joined, the gang my brothers were from. You don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I started making music because it was here. And now like you look at your, people from all over the world leaving comments on your page, or you look at your Spotify for artists, and you're like, oh, there's fucking people in Bulgaria and Mexico City and Argentina and Chile and fucking South Korea and and Inland Empire and you're seeing like, and people all over the world are listening to someone whose story started here and whose music still reflects a lot of that. So
yes, and that's it, and that right there.
But you got to take it out there too. That's the thing. You can't be afraid to, to put in
expand and get the fuck up out of here.
Sit on your 10, man. I feel like motherfuckers be scared, bro. Don't be scared. Get out in the field.
Yeah.
Get in the field. Look, somebody gonna fuck with it.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it. Like somebody is gonna fuck with it, and the right people that's gonna gravitate towards it, they gonna be the ones that's your dedicated fans.
Yeah.
As long as you get 100 motherfuckers that fuck with you, then 100 people will live with you. But the day you die.
You know what I'm saying? Even like Lisa.
Do it the right way.
Lisa and Noah and Curtis and like their music is from here, but they've never been afraid to take it out to the world. They've never been afraid to like bridge the gap.
Yeah.
Or like, like fools like Triz. I fucking love Triz. Fools that are
Triz right over there.
Is it really? Where's he at?
Triz.
That's my cousin. Cuz right there.
Oh shit. What the fuck?
Cuz of the gut.
Right there.
Speak of the fucking devil. What's up? I was just gassing you up. I was like, I fucking love Triz. No, because they're asking me like, yo, like, what's your advice? I'm like, yo, your story, like our story, the music comes here, but you can't be afraid to take it out to the world and tell that story, because you know that for a fact. You got people all over the country and all over the world that are listening to your songs that are birthed in the inland. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like. So it's like that's my piece of advice. Create from a pure heart, and don't be afraid to take it out there and tell your story. Don't be afraid to take it out, because you never know who's gonna connect to it. Because if it comes from a real place and a pure place, people are gonna be able to relate to it. Moval's not the only small town in the world
that has this same kind of vibe.
There's kids all over the world, and
all of Middle America.
Yeah.
That
they're looking for something to create, looking for something,
and sometimes
something to believe in.
And do you get more love sometimes, like when you're out in these random states and you're performing and you see the love and
that shit? Yeah, I'm playing in Salt Lake City next weekend, and like I'm playing in Salt Lake City, and I'm like, I have fans in Salt Lake City, and like they're like, yeah, man, we're gonna book you, we're gonna fly you out. I'm like, Utah? John Stockton? Karl Malone? The Church of Latter-day Saints? I don't know what else. That right? Like, what is like Utah?
I was gonna just say Karl Malone.
Yeah. Mormons? Polygamy? I made the joke. I was like posting the flyer. I'm like, if you got 3 wives, like you could come to the show for free. Like buy one get 3 free. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's like, but you got to go where they want you. I was like, I'll go where they want. I'm not gonna lie, because I was like, fucking Salt Lake. I put my price high too, because I was hoping they would say no. I was like, this is
absolutely.
How much does it cost to book you? I'm like, this plus the flights, and they're like, all right. I'm like, fucking shit. No, but I'm excited to see, because I've never,
Oh shit!
There were some really cool places, like Missoula, Montana went crazy.
Really?
Missoula, Montana.
Never even heard of Missoula, Montana.
Yeah,
That sound like some shit. Sound like a hick town that's just random.
Yo, it's a little college town, and they only have like 3 bars. It's a little college town.
One of them little small, tight knit.
Yeah.
But them be the best towns, low key, because the locals, they don't know who you are, but they kind of like want to introduce
Yo,
you.
I forgot it's called like the fire station or something, and it was almost kind of like a common ground situation. It was like a stage, a bar, and on a Friday night, okay, it's either here or the other 2 bars, and the other 2 bars are playing country and whatever tonight. All right, let's all. Oh, there's gonna be rap here. Let's go to it.
Yeah.
Yo, that shit was packed. And I'm like, that shit was, and it was beautiful. There's, like literally, there's purple mountains, and there was like the clear skies, and there was straight up like wild buffalo roaming on the side of the road. It was bison, yeah.
Bison.
I was like, yeah, we have bison burgers. I'm like, yo, this is.
Yo.
We're in Missoula, Montana.
I had a fucking bison burger at the Prohibition.
She went great.
Yeah, I was like, Prohibition burger is crack.
Well, I was I was dealing exotic meats for a while. Alligator, American bald eagle, panda.
I'm selling exotic meats.
Gorilla knuckle.
Yeah, we are like
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, but like marlin, very like.
He said marlin.
Like
what the fuck?
Sea turtles. Like we were doing like crazy shit, and had
Koala. I heard koala's pretty good.
We are importing and exporting a lot of exotic reptiles. Colombian storks. It was great.
Like side note, like, do you know that moose knuckle is like a real thing? Like it's like an actual like delicacy type shit.
Oh, is it really? I thought it was just like a word for like.
It's a real thing.
Coochie. Oh, you got that moose knuckle. She got like a fat coochie.
Yes, and then camel's hump.
Yeah, because I saw that in Rush Hour.
Yeah. That shit's
Jackie
real.
Chan was eating camel's hump.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is it? Are you serious? You're eating camel's hump?
I'm down to try.
Yeah.
I'm down to try it. I'm down to try whatever. So Speaks, like, well, how often are you back this way? It's whenever you.
I need to come more. My mom. Shout out to my mom. She's a little sick right now, so I need to I need to physically be here more.
Yeah.
It's usually like.
I hope mom's gets good too.
She's got a good spirit.
Yeah.
And she feels good, but I was like, that's when you start like, oh man, like, okay, we're like older, like, like mortality becomes more in your face, but usually like, once or twice a year, like, I'll come up and I'll do like, I'll be coming up like low key, like I'll come and I'll like spend like the whole time like at my mom's house. Yeah, I'll come for like a couple weeks. And
nobody will know you're here.
Yeah. Until like someone I went to high school with who's like all like tweaked out at the at the fucking Shell station or something. It's just like, at the fucking Easter market, like dirty feet. Hey, we went to high school together. Like,
fuck.
You got $5? I'm like, I do. I
got you.
Yeah. But yeah, I come up a couple times a year.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And cause like I have like what I had pictured in my head for this interview has completely different, and really? I'm glad because it's a good thing.
A good thing.
It's a very good thing. No, it's a good thing because I'm like trying to be extra prepared. I'm like, bro, like we're having a dope conversation, and it's like, bro, getting to hear, hear from you is dope, and as well, and people watching right now. You being from Moval and, this platform being here in Moval, there's a few...
It's sick.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate
building
that,
something
man.
really dope.
We try, and that's why we built. I felt like there was nothing out here to do this. I'm like, bro, I'm not going to wait till no jumper till I get on the fucking podcast. Fuck that. Yeah. And then, the UTB... when you guys started the podcast, so you guys had the big... Shout out Big Cali and everybody, you know what I'm saying? And I was watching that back in 2018.
Yeah. So that's the essence of of DIY. It's like,
I love it.
Okay, we can't get booked. Let's throw our own show.
Exactly.
No one's gonna interview us. Let's interview ourselves.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
like we the kings of that shit.
Yeah.
Low key, like how you was going back to what you were saying earlier about like the magic. That's the magic.
You gotta build it.
If you look at it, and a lot of motherfuckers be scared to like put their hand in it or just try it because there's all these setbacks and things. But if you don't try it, you ultimately won't know type shit.
Yeah, you got to do it. Like I always say, like just okay. Like what do you want to do? I want to do this and that. Yeah. All right. Like you want to make beats. There's so much free software out there.
Yeah.
The homie Steve Lacy was making beats for Kendrick off his iPhone. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many things. Like, you wanna be a photographer? Like, okay, like, you could learn how to shoot. You want to be graphic design? Go on YouTube and
go to
see
YouTube University for free. They accepted people every day.
I'm not.
Get your U-Tour and stuff. Go download the program or I don't know if it's still lit, but
Admittedly, I'm not the best. Like, I mean, I record myself, but I don't think I've gotten better, but I don't think I'm a great engineer or anything like that. But if I'm like, okay, like how do I do this on Ableton? I don't know how to do something. I'll put it in YouTube. And I'm like, oh, okay, now I know how to do it.
YouTube University.
Yeah.
YouTube fucking University. They enrolling every day. Just type in YouTube and go crazy.
Right now.
You feel me?
I feel like YouTube, man, I remember that's how old we are, right? Like, I remember when it was free, no commercials. But I feel like people really didn't start paying attention to YouTube until Crank That dropped, until Soulja Boy.
Yeah.
Because I know YouTube existed, but that's when everyone was like, yo, have you heard of YouTube? Have you heard of Soulja Boy?
For sure.
So I feel like he really put YouTube on the map.
For sure. He needs a check.
That's just me.
I remember one of them fucking videos. It was like Mac versus PC type. It was like one of them corny ass like nerdy videos. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was like Mac versus PC. It was like a musical and shit. Mm-hmm. That was like one of the first videos I seen on YouTube.
The first couple of videos I seen were like Michael Jackson videos.
Really?
Yeah.
I was looking at
that shit was fucking comedy.
I was Googling his music and the YouTube popped up, and that's how I'm like YouTube, and that was.
They were letting fools slide for a long time with no
copyright,
no copy. None of that. Yeah, like you could have your YouTube channel where you just post other people's music, and you could monetize that.
That's how they had all the music in
playlists.
Yeah, those playlists are gone. Where I have like everything.
Oh, and they would put like the Z transfer or the Hulk share link,
boom,
Hulk share in the description. Yeah, like man, you
old days.
You like this new Beyonce song? Here's the link. You can't do that anymore.
You know what's crazy? Speaking,
that was tight.
I have a random. That's not random. My homeboy, he went to one of your shows. I couldn't get in.
Why not?
I wasn't of age. I think I was 17.
Damn.
And or it might have been an album release party. This was over 10 years ago.
Oh, shit.
And you gave out an album, and I have the CD. I was trying to find it today, but I couldn't find it. It might be in storage in one of the boxes or something. But it was a tape called Beautiful Sounds for Interesting People with Fantastic Taste.
Yeah.
Yes.
That predates Inside Out Boy.
Yeah.
People don't know that. They're like, Inside Out Boy is your first shit. I'm like, no, I had like 2 things before, but like no one knew. Except like, but you know that.
Yeah.
And
we used to bump that in the homie's truck.
And a few other people know that too. But damn.
Such a great project, bro.
Back, right?
That was one of the
It does, because everyone's like, "Oh, Inside Out Boy is like your first thing."
Nah.
And I'm like, "No, I had 2 before."
The Kite Flyers.
That was the first.
LP. You feel me?
MySpace Platinum.
Yes.
When you had the little player.
Yes.
Like, I got 1 million plays. What the fuck?
Yes.
Man,
That's what made me be able to. I can rap.
Yeah.
I can rap.
You're like, if this fucking guy could do it,
you know, like, and I'm playing
this fucking useless fuck could fucking.
And the shit you're rapping about was fucking cool. Everything was dope. It was a breath of fresh air, and I'm glad you know, like, because I've been, you know, I'm like, one day I'm gonna tell Speak, like, I was fucking playing the fuck out of that. Me and the homie Mikey, and shout out Yo Miko, you know, me and him used to play all that shit.
That means
you know,
a lot. That means a lot.
Absolutely, man. That's just dope, because that, you know, and that's why I had to say that, like, you know, you paved the way for us. You know, I'm just being very particular as Moval rappers, you know, as well as the rest of the world. But it's extra special because, you know, you started this here. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
and like my big homies that came before me,
absolutely,
you know, laid it down for me and made me believe that I could do it. So that's all it is.
Full circle.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's very positive.
Absolutely.
Very positive.
And
it's like the first time I've done like one of these things like in a long time, because like as I've gotten older, I've become like more like withdrawn. Just like, I don't want to do any. I don't want to talk about any. You know, I'm just like I'm set. I'm in. But this is dope though. This is dope. That's why when you hit me up, I was like, yeah, I will definitely do that.
How were you mentally, bro?
I'm good.
That's good, bro.
That's good. I'm in a very, very good place.
That's good.
We could tell. We could feel it. Pause.
I'm productive. I'm in love. I'm happy.
Yes.
My fucking house is big.
Yes.
Filled with plants.
Yes.
Like, you know, like
beautiful cat.
Yeah.
Breathing new life.
Spider cat. That's my guy. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like this is what it is to be, you know, living a dream.
Yeah.
I was like, this is pretty sweet.
Yes, sir.
And that right there, Sweet, is the most inspirational thing right there. It is possible. Yo, it's limitless. You can fucking do it. And, you know, being able to sit around people and, you know, everybody in the garage right here in this space right now is successful in their own way. And me and Trey sit back and look at it. It's an honor just to have you up here and you to take the time to come up here and chop it with us.
It's like Wayne's World. Remember?
You feel me?
It's like Wayne's World. It's like Wayne's World. This is sick.
Thank you, bro.
No, this is fire.
And you know, we'll definitely love to have you back.
Definitely. When the album is
J Fire just walked up.
Late. Late.
And we'll love to have you.
Late.
all the homies.
Bro, Shiba Inu?
Niggas in the building.
No, but you know what I mean? That's like,
absolutely.
Want to do cool shit forever.
And forever, bro. And that's what it's about. And we appreciate your contribution with your art and everything you've done this far. You know, we wish you much more success.
We're gonna keep going.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll love to have you back. When you in town for the holidays and you kick it, you know, whether we do a podcast or not, we'll be over here chilling, you know what I'm saying?
I'll be back up this way November, actually.
Yeah.
We'll be back next month.
Yeah.
Cause we got some weddings and we got so
shout out to Love.
And the story,
not my wedding, but a homie's wedding. It's not my wedding.
Absolutely.
We'll be back through this way.
And you know, we get to the part 2.
Thanksgiving time, we need plates.
Yes.
We need plates.
Yes. We'll go up, have some more drinks, get some more of the homies on, have some. I know Big Cali couldn't make it today, but you know, he'll be here. We'll make it a thing and do it
Useless. I hope he's listening. Useless.
Yeah.
Shout out to Big Cali, man. Hey, yo.
Just kidding. We love you. We love you, man.
Man, thank you, Speak.
Thank you for having us.
Appreciate you for coming.
Dope shit forever. Let's keep it going.
Absolutely. And y'all already know the drill. I say it every episode. Go ahead and click that link and subscribe. Stay up to date with everything. No pressure. And we uploading on a daily basis. So make sure that notification bell is on. So every time we drop, it goes straight to the motherfucking phone. You know what I'm talking about. Thank you again, Speak, for coming through. And this is legendary. And we going up. We gonna have a drink and we gonna keep going.
One time for the one time.
We out of here.
Like the outro music too. We gotta get you some ad sponsorships.
Bro.
We gotta get you some